Lil Durk is known for pouring real pain into his music. Whether it's about loss, loyalty or the streets, his songs always hit you right in the chest. But what makes his sound so powerful is the emotion behind it. Moody guitars, melancholic pianos and the nostalgic feeling behind it. And today I'm going to show you exactly how you can make a pain beat for Lil Durk. I'm going to tell you how you can get this pain vibe really quick, and I will also give you a few methods that you can apply to your own samples so they actually stick out and don't sound like any other sample but still fit the vibe of the artist. So make sure to stick around, and now let's get straight into it. And the first thing that comes to my mind when thinking of a Lil Durk pain type loop is an emotional piano. Not a special but a very ambient and nostalgic chord progression and a beautiful melody on top. And for the piano I wanted to use this jazzy preset from Noir Pure, and the chords are actually structured very simple. So as you can see, first we start off with this F minor, only using the root note and the third, so you don't got a fifth in here to make it sound a bit more open and not so full. And then it goes down with some other chords, first an E major and then a C sharp minor into this D major right here. And this is also a chord progression that you hear in almost every Durk pain song. First a minor and then 4 down to the major. And then at the end it goes up 2, so it leads perfectly into the F minor again. And if you then come up with some cool top notes, add a reverb to it, your piano will sound like this. And then I wanted to layer this one with another sound, so I went into Xenology and I added this E piano right here, and the pattern just follows the chords that we already wrote, but this time we have got the 5th note in here to fill it up a bit. And I promise you will find the best E-pianos inside of Xenology. This is the best plugin for E-pianos. So just a quick side tip for you. And next on, for some ambience, I wanted to add a vocal. And the technique I'm going to show you now is actually applicable with every vocal on earth. So as long as the notes are kind of good, then you can make every vocal sound good with it. And to prove it to y'all, this is the raw vocal from Splice. As you can see, it doesn't sound really good, but if you then drag this vocal tremolo preset from my upcoming Mix Essentials kit on here, your vocal sounds like this. As you can see, really ambient and also bouncy due to that tremolator effect that we got on there. And as I said in the beginning, I will teach you how you can make a loop stick out. And for that I sometimes use full vocal loops or vocal samples, but this time I wanted to add a guitar. So I grabbed my guitar and then I came up with this lick right here. And why this stands out is because we got 2 different guitars on here. First we got this distorted kind of lead guitar, and then it goes into that melodic bouncy guitar. And I actually used 2 different amp presets on those. On the first guitar, on the distorted guitar, I used this metal preset right here from Guitar Rig. I don't know, it's just some random preset. And on top I threw a lot of reverb on there. But for the second guitar I used this clean all-rounder preset from my Guitar Masters kit. And I didn't add a reverb, but I added my favorite delay with my favorite delay setting on here. If you set the time to quarter dotted, or if you use Fruity Delay, it's the 6th setting right here. I do this quite a lot to add some rhythm and some bounce into my samples, and you also don't hear it everywhere. So this is a cool method I use. And also a signature element of a lot of pain type loops is a bass. And my go-to bass guitar is, as a lot of you know, the Scabi Rickenbacker bass from Contact. And this time I used the Double Date preset, and I laid down this pattern right here, which just follows the root note but with some extra notes and some slides in between. As you can see, the bass is quite bouncy too, and I really like to make my bass lines bouncy, so you also get some rhythm in the lower frequency areas. And for the effects, I just throw this bass preset from my upcoming Mix Essentials kit on, so it sounds a bit more crunchy and a bit more thick. The drums on Durk's songs are simple but hard-hitting. Perfect for him to flow on, but bouncy. And to do that, I started off with this hi-hat right here. And the trick that I can give you to make your beats sound more round is to kind of match the hi-hat to the loop. As you can see in the pattern, we've got a little break right here. And if we also turn on the piano, then you see that the top melody actually also ends in this area right here. So yeah, this is a thing that you can also include in your own beats. Make the hi-hat follow the sample. It will just sound more round and bouncy. The next one, we just got a simple clap which plays on the normal clap spot as always. I think I don't have to say anything about that. Then after that, I added 2 different open hats which play on the 1, on the 3, on the 5 and on the 7. Nothing special, just basic open hats. Next on, we just got this little perk right here, which is called open hat for some reason, I don't know why. And then finally 2 different snares, 1 counter snare and 1 snare roll at the end of the 4th bar. Then finally we can come to the 808. For this beat I used this Spins Hawk 808 right here from my drum kit, and then I laid down this pattern. And again, the same thing as with the hi-hat. Make sure that the bounce of your 808s matches the sample. Of course, not only to make it on key, but also to make your beat sound more round. I oftentimes hear producers not matching their drums to the loop, so just layering something on top. But you actually want to have a deeper listen inside and analyze the sample so you can come up with drums that actually match the loop. As you can see right here, the 808 hits exactly where the chords hit. And normally you would drag the 808 here, but because our chord hits right here, our 808 also hits right here. This just makes the beat so much better and easier to rap on, in my opinion. Yeah, and that's basically it. That's how you can make a paint type beat in the style of Lil Durk. Something emotional and vibey, perfect for his storytelling. If this was helpful, drop a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments which artist I should break down next. Also, stay tuned for my upcoming Mix Essentials kit if you want to improve your mix on your loops and on your beats. And with that being said, enjoy the full beat and I see you in the next one.